Hi, I'm Lynn with Softsquares. Today we're going to be opening up B-Box day 15, sorry, day 16, but I just caught myself. I put the wrong sticker on this one. Day 16 of the B-Box, and now where did it go? Day 3 of the A-Box. I got myself all thrown off. So I was so excited to start being able to talk about the A-Box that on the first day of the A-Box, I forgot to even tell you about all the extra stuff that's in your boxes. So you have this. It's sugared popcorn made by the same gal who made our cookies in the B-Box. And you also get a little package of mints and this. And in here, you're going to find a note. Nope, sorry. I'm so used to notes popping out. A little snowman cling so you can stick it on a window. You get the candy cane because, oh, it's broken. And M&M's. You just need a little sweet treats, and you're going to be getting little treats throughout your gifts in the A packages, which you already discovered on the first day. So anyway, don't forget, go find these if you have not pulled them out yet. So I'm so sorry I jumped right into opening the gifts and didn't tell you about these. Go get those. All right, so we're going to open up the third day of the A-Box. And I'm pretty excited. It's a project. You're jumping right into projects. So the A-Box is a 12-day box, which is why it just started on the 14th. And the B-Box is a 25-day, and both will end on Christmas. Okay, there's a lot of stuff in here. Got your project bag. Okay, we also have cork, and there's 3 different prints of cork running around out there. You're getting a zipper. You're getting, I call it a zipper helper. I guess it's called a zipper tab. I refer to it as a helper because I didn't know what to call it. You're also getting some microtex needles, so because you're going to be sewing on the cork, so special needles for that. And then a little box that has a, let's see, has a little tassel. You can put on your zipper if you want. Here's the actual zipper. And then you get a D-ring. Trust me, there's a D-ring. There we go. You get a D-ring. And so this is basically your hardware. And you get a pattern. You also get a template. So let's talk about this. A-Box Day 3. This project is fun and simple. You are working with cork with the aid of a special micro needle and a clear template, both of which are included in your kit. The zipper is easy to insert using the aid of the zipper helper. Keep this tool for future use with any zipper tab. You'll find the tutorial for this as part of your daily unboxing video. So stick around to the end of this video. There is a short tutorial on how to make this. And that will be that way with any project. So first thing I want to show you on this though is take your pattern. By the way, you have 5 sizes of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a big one. And I made the big one. But when you pull your pattern out, inside our paper templates for the 5 sizes, you're going to want to trace this onto this so that you can see to cut out the cork. So that's why there's this extra piece. And if you don't want it or need it, you have a nice template for a future project. All right, I'm also going to show you in the tutorial how to use the zipper helper. And here's one that is not in its plastic, so I can show you this. This actually is for kitchen towels. Isn't that crazy? It's something you can mount like on your stove or your fridge and then put the edge of your towel in there, and because of all the thick edges, it will catch and it will just hang nice. Well, people have figured out that this is also a really handy tool, which is why I'm calling it a zipper helper, for putting your zipper tabs on your zipper tape. So you might have another way, you might not need it. It is very handy, it is really cool. So I am going to show you my finished project. But stick around and I will show you how I made it. So look how cute that is. All right, let's see what the elf has to say about this. There we go. Oh no, Oh no. Oh, we're good. We're good. Day 16 from the elf. The A box. She says, "Oh my, I love the idea of this. I know everyone's will look different, but mine is perfect. Have you worked with this kind of product before?" So yeah, tell me if you've worked with cork. One thing I would like to suggest is lengthen your stitch length. And be sure you switch to the micro text needles. They're super, super sharp and they slide easier in and out of this, but cork is really, this is 2 layers of cork. It's super soft and pliable, but you're going to love this project. There it is. It's soft and squishy. It's fabric. It says, B-Box Day 16. Here are 3 yards of coordinating fabric. You can add them to your stash or use them on a 3-yard quilt or other project of your choice. Everybody is getting something different. What did you get? Show us in the Facebook group. So you're getting Liberty Fabrics. And these are, believe it or not, the same line, even though that has a lot of different greens in it. So everything you're getting should coordinate, but you know what? You don't have to use them together. Just add them to your stash. Throw some solids in there with it. But you're getting high quality soft fabric from Liberty Fabrics. You're getting 3 1-yard cuts turned into 3-yard quilt or whatever you want. So let's see what the elf has to say about it. Day B16. It says everyone's is different. One of mine is not like the other, so probably will not use all of them together. The elf might have got something very similar to what I have. They do look different, but they're not. Do whatever you want. Anyway, but she says, that's okay. It's pretty and I will keep it for a future project. Oh, wait, now I have a chance to get a sneak peek in box A. There's one of these in the A box that I'm sneaking out for a project. I hope whoever gets that box will not miss it. Please don't report me to quality control. Did you order the A box and the B box too? So your fabrics should coordinate. Should. If not, you're at least getting 3 lovely pieces of fabric that you can add to your stash. Now let's do our bingo bell. 070. I still have not pulled out an N out of all of this. So we're to day 16 and no N's yet. 0. It's not 0. It's an O. B-I-N-G-O. Okay, Lynne. Would you like to know a little bit about this quilt behind me? This is one big panel. I put a stop border around it, and then I took a fat quarter bundle that I had, and I cut them into strips. And then I made it strippy, and I just went around and around and around, and however laid out is how it came out. So that was really kind of fun. And that's all there is to this one. Back is this naughty or nice list from Santa, and I'll bet you there's a bunch of you guys on here. Let's see. Naughty list. Elfina. Oh, that's funny. Wouldn't it be funny if that's our elf's name? Looking for some actual names that I might recognize. Frosty's on the naughty list. Squeaky. Snowflake. Rowdy. Winky. Grandpa. Grandpa's on the naughty list. So's Papa. Peppermint. Holly. Oh my goodness, Holly, I'm sorry. You're on the naughty list. Okay. And who's on my nice list? I might have to go over here. It's tossing and turning. There we go. The nice list is a lot longer. Wow. Lots and lots of you. I see Andrea, Heather, Henry, Isabel, Eileen, Joshua, Kylie, Sarah, Liam, Luke, Logan. I didn't make the list. Matthew, Michael, Mason, Madison, Megan, Patty, Quinn, Rachel, Rebecca. Seeing that there's a lot of us that are just not on here. Sue, Sandy, Stacy, Sophia, Valerie, Vanessa, Violet, Victoria, Wayne, Wanda, Xavier, Zach. Well, I think this nice list is incomplete. Okay, stick around. Here's a tutorial on the cork project. This is a template which will help you be able to trace from here onto your cork. And you have a zipper that's long enough to make the largest, and the cork is big enough to make the biggest project. Let's go back to this zipper gadget, the zipper jig or zipper helper. On the back side, it has a sticky pad, and you're going to find this very helpful to attach it to something. So I actually, when I was first playing with this, attached it to my machine, and you could put it on your table, wherever you want to put it. Just know it's going to stick pretty good, and you're going to want it to stay there. I don't want this to always be here. This is not convenient for me. But I'm going to show you the basics of how this works, and then I'm going to mount it, and then we're going to put my zipper on my tape. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to hold it like this, the big end up on top. You're going to take your zipper pull, and yours might be a little bit different, but the outside of it, the hanging part, is going to go on the inside, and then the round, see how it has a round on top and it's flat on the bottom? The round top part is what's going to be facing up. And I'm definitely holding this backwards. So you're going to put it in there so that this part is behind. So the whole zipper itself, you see that, is outside. The pull is on the inside. The rounded is facing up. Okay, so here's all of this. I'm going to, maybe I will mount it right here so we can see how this works. I don't think I can make it so you can see me mounting on my machine, but I don't want it to stay there anyway. So I'm going to take the backing off, and I'm going to put it wherever I want it to go. Because really, it's giving you a third hand, because you need 3 hands to make this project, or to make the zipper work. So take your zipper tape, and you're going to pull it apart. There we go. Now, because you have got the tab on the inside, that means we're looking at the back side. So for the zipper tape, we need to also look at the back side, and you're going to feed it through the top at an angle. I don't know if this is going to be you can see it very well, I'm sorry. And then you might have to wiggle a little bit, but what it does is it's holding this for you. Okay. I've only tried it once and it worked really good. There we go. You do the best to line up the ends if you can, and it might take a minute, but here we go. I've just done my whole... Well, when I took it off, I forgot to bring the zipper head with me, so that means we get to do this again. I was going to show you something, but guess what? We're not going to do that. Let's do it again. So, this is the front. Front goes down. All right, go ahead at an angle. Remember to lift this part out when you take it off, the zipper off of here. And then this is why you need the zipper thing mounted, because I tried it not mounted and it just doesn't work, because you need 3 hands. This is your third hand. So if you're holding it, it's not gonna give you a free hand. You have to kind of go on an angle, and then once you feel it grabbing, then you can go. Make sure I really have the right side down, because that might be my problem too. Oh. There. Just give us some loving. Okay, so I'm going to stop there. Now I'm going to pull the zipper up and out. Now I've mounted my zipper on it. So just give it some time, but play with it. And if you're not liking this, I've given you plenty of tape, so you can go through with scissors and you can trim it up. There wasn't really much to take off, but trim it up, you can line it up and do it again. You can cut it off at whatever point where the zipper is. So if you decide you only need an 8-inch zipper, here's your 8 inches, and then just cut it right here. That's a crazy glare. Sorry, everybody. So anyway, we've got this zipper, and we're going to leave this like this until I figure out the cork size. But I'm going to take this off of here now. You really want to put it someplace you want it to stay. So that worked. I would recommend maybe mounting this in a permanent place. I put my sticker back on it. Or putting a magnet on the back side, mounting it to a magnet, and then you can quickly move it where you need to. As long as it's a really strong magnet, it will not move away. Anyway, so there's our zipper jig, aka zipper helper, originally called a tea towel holder. So you can hang your tea towel, just kind of slip it through here, and it just hangs. But the way this whole thing has evolved into a second life is amazing. So you all have one of these, okay? So we've used our zipper jig. We need to change the needle on the machine, so I will do that. I have decided I want to make the large, and this little tassel right here, you can put it on any time you want. Oh no, wait. You would make this be your pull tab. So you would take it off, take this part off, and add this on it. And I didn't give you any pliers, so if you want to go through that, you're gonna just have to get a tool yourself. And I'm sorry about that, I wasn't thinking. So I'm not gonna fiddle with this right now. All right, if you read the instructions, first thing it says, anytime you see a smiley face in their instructions, it means that there is a video for that step. You can go to antes2two.com, click on tips, and then in the video section, you'll find the patterns. Look for the number on the pattern, AT674 right there. So that's what you would look for in their directory. Look on the picture, they're listed by page number. I can't make it any more simple. This is your only copy, or template, so make copies of this if you want to make more. But if you're going to make a whole bunch of the same one, they highly recommend this. And I just felt that this would be easier. But you can use it for anything you want. It doesn't have to be used for this project. But I'm going to use it. I'm going to use this white pencil that I had gotten in one of my projects for the bee box. That kit came with a little hand sharpener, but I hadn't used it yet. So, okay, now we have a tracing pencil. Really hard to see, but it is making a line. Obviously, something darker would be better. And I am such a poor freehand drawer that I can't even follow the lines and draw straight lines doing this. Now, I didn't trace very straight, but I can cut straighter than I trace. Okay, we do need all of this. So the blue is a cut outline for the zipper. This is actually another template within the template, and we're going to use it for our D-ring. Do I have the same side? I do. So this is the middle piece, which still has to be cut out. It's still big. See that? Because those are my lines, and I don't trust those lines. So I'm gonna just make it big and we'll adjust it. Now it's telling me to clip my template to my cork. I'm gonna cut this to be square. Now I've got this in here, and I'm going to manually cut around the corners. I could use this. Here we go. Oh, and guess what? There's that other little piece. This thing right here needs to go in here. We're going to cut that out, but I think I'm going to cut that piece out first. But I also have this, and I don't have anything I need to do with this. And it's also from the leftover cork. Cut a 4.5 by 1/2 inch rectangle for the zipper pull trim each end of the angle. So I don't know if you can see this, but the way they've laid this out, they have put the little rounded piece, the oval piece, over to the side, and then between here and here, you'll get the what will be this, which will be your tab. You might not need that because I have given you that one that's in here. Although you have to dismantle your zipper to get this on there, so it's up to you. You can still cut it, but by pushing it to the side, it gives you enough space that you can cut out that long piece. But if you're like me, oh, it is so hard to see this clear plastic. And obviously, I'm casting a shadow over myself, so that makes it even harder. So better lighting. I just don't have better lighting here. And the time of day, I would have some sunlight coming through. So I'm not going all the way to the corner right now because I am trying to make sure I don't overcut. But I'm get that with the scissors. But I'm cutting the what I want to be straight. That's good enough. Oh, look at that. This is the body of my bag. So this is why I think when I'm all done, I'm going to have to go around my corners and make them the same. That one's definitely different. You can see that from here. Oh, it's very different. Still very different. So we're going to make them all that like that so that I have 4 corners that are, yeah, this is where a rounded template would have been my friend. Yep, we did it. That's pretty good. So there's that. Now let's get this piece, which easily can come out of here. So this is where our D ring goes, is in here. And then the other piece, it says 4.5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wow. And it is exactly 4.5 from here to here after I took that piece out, which I made a little bit bigger to start out with, and then I had to trim it down. So I don't have any wiggle room based off of the size that it's telling me to make this. So I'm just going to straighten it. But it does say it only needs to be 1/2 inch. Oh, that's what this is. No, this is about 3/4 of an inch. There's my 4.5 by 1/2. Look how we're going to attach that ring. It's going to get sewn into the outside double stitching. So we're going to take this, we're going to put our zipper underneath it with the pull tab up. Obviously, we don't need all of this. I think I'll do what they're suggesting, saying to clip it right at the end. Now we're going to take these 2 ends and pretend that the zipper went to it, right? We're going to cut it. Cut it a little long right now until I am sure we are good. I'm going to leave these right here and trim them later. So what we're going to do now is we're going to do a top stitch around all of this. And I'll move the zipper, but I first need to change my needle because I have not gotten that far. Oh, wow. Okay. I would suggest putting a color thread in there that you want. But what's happening? I would suggest putting a color thread in your machine that you want to use. I was going to switch it to like a tan color, but I happen to already have green in my machine, and I'm thinking I want to leave it. I think that having a green accent stitch would actually look pretty cool. The green that I have coming out from here on top is actually a lighter green. I'm willing to go with it. Okay, the skewer is a visual aid. They're showing you how it points to where the zipper itself is, and they're saying to start there and go around. And then by the time you get over here, you can pull the zipper down. Lengthen your stitch. I like having this green thread. So I have gone around it with my green thread, and I really like it. I'm not the same distance on both sides, though. You could probably see that, but I'm hoping when I have it closed, and no one's going to be looking that close to realize that. But now that I have done that, now I reinforce, because I'm the queen of reinforcing, this. I went around it once, and then when I got to the ends, I went down, turned around, and went back and forth 3 times. I didn't go backwards because I wanted to see where I was going. So I went over this 3 times each time when I got to the end, and then I went around just 1 more time. So total, there's 2 everywhere and 4 on the ends. And I'm hoping that that is strong enough to deal with any pulling. Now we're going to trim the length of the zipper off so it doesn't hang over the edge. Yeah, there's my back side. What's left is to do this, but we're going to take our D-ring and this. We have that. And then we're going to put it on the side. So whatever side you want to put it on. So you're going to sit it like a taco across that. And you're going to do a double stitch, double seam, like denim around there. And you're going to catch this in it. And your raw edge is what you want, what you need. Now my machine can handle leather and cork and denim. If your machine is not that heavy weight, be super careful, go super slow, maybe don't attempt it on your machine at all. You can do this by hand. The whole thing. And now I'm going to go down and go across and then come down with the second line. Yeah, if you look up close on here, you can see that there's double stitching going around, like 2 rows. I will probably go over both of those twice because I'm using regular thread. I'm not even using fancy thread. I've gone around it once, not very good on the curves, but as you saw, I went over this 3 times, and then I went back. So I went around once, and on my first trip I did 3 times, and then on my all the way around, back, did this again. So this actually has 4 times, and then we're going to do a second one, and it says to go in about 1/8 of an inch. And so clearly my tabs are longer than they need to be, and I can see the tab on this side's longer than that side. So I'm going to trim it a little bit right now. I'm done. So there it is. There's the back side. There's the front side. The only reason I know those are front and the back is because my bobbin is a little different color than my top. And I can see that. But this is done. Trim up my little edges, my little ends. I can see where I could use a little squaring up or evening up over here. Yeah, I'm done. This is my bag. The only thing that's missing is a label. I didn't think to give you guys one. Sorry, you're kind of on your own. So if you do a label, I would put it on before you sew your 2 sides together. But this is it. This is my bag. And I did the big one, and it says it could hold like a small phone. I guess. Oh, that makes me happy. This will hold my phone. My phone has a new home. So the only thing I need now is a chain, so I don't lose it. I could take the chain from back here, huh? Anyway, that's it. I'm done. No more playing with my phone. So then we have this. Do that. And then you can put it through your zipper pull. Guess you could tie a knot. I don't know how I'm going to tie a knot. I'm just going to actually stitch on here. I like this. I'll make that on there. Right. Now I'm done. I went and took that little 4.5 by 1/2 inch piece. Said to cut it on an angle, and I did. It didn't say how to stitch it on, so this is what I did. And I did it going over frontwards and backwards twice, and then I just trimmed up my angled cut, and now my bag is done. So you can do this, or you can use the little zipper pull that I have given you. You'll have to, maybe you can even do both. There you go. But this is the cork project for day A3. See you tomorrow for another video.